as I channeled the messages, I could tell in the way that I was sharing the words. I mean, it's when you channel, it's not, I can tell my demeanor. I either talk faster or I'm a little bit slower and softer, or like loud and aggressive. And I could tell in his body language and reaction. And there would be times that he would get super defensive and I'd be like, okay, we're done. I'm stopping this conversation with you.
Hi, I'm Ruth Barclay, and this is the Taste Your Magic YouTube show. And in the work that I do, I work with people all over the world, working with their gifts, their healing journeys, their relationships, their bodies, and their animals. And what's really fun that we've been doing recently on this channel is readings, personalized readings for you guys right in front center for everyone to see. And what those consist of is anything about them as an oracle reading and anything going on with their life, their gifts, things like that. And if they've got a question about a loved one who's passed on, we talk to some loved ones. And also we do animal communication where we'll visit with some animals too. It gets really fun and there's a lot to learn. And thanks for joining us. Today we have Lynda, and I love Lynda.
I love Ruth so much. So happy to be here.
We've been trying to get Lynda on the show for a little while now. Just life and the way things schedule together. How long have we known each other?
I think it was 2019.
Somewhere around there, huh? Yeah, it's been a little while. And I've been able to see you go through quite the journey in your life. In multiple ways. Just something about Lynda is if you're around her very much, and you'll notice on the show that she's got this beautiful softness to her, but she's got quite the grit also. And when she wants to do something or wants to learn something, it's extreme.
All in. It's either you jump in or you don't do it.
Yeah. And what was really unique when I first met you, you were working with autistic children.
Correct.
And just helping so many that way. And my oldest stepson is autistic, and watching you interact with people, not necessarily, I didn't get to see you work with the children, but watching how you interact with others has actually helped me with some of the language, maybe some ideas and things like that. So thank you. I've never actually really said, hey, could you help me with him? Right. I just hate attention.
Observations. I love that. That's how I am. That's what I'm here for.
And she also came to Egypt with us. And that was quite the trip for you as well. You were just dropping into finding out about cancer.
Yes. Yeah, that was just... Well, we went in April. So my diagnosis that they gave me was in January. Had a 5-day, 6-day hospital stay at the end of January. And then we went in April. And it was the most sacred healing experience. It couldn't have come at a better time. A last minute person to join the retreat. So I think it was just, you reached out sometime in February and said, hey, I have a spot that opened up. Are you ready to come along? And I'm like, well, hell yes, let's do it. I'm like, what else am I doing? Because I'm not going to sit here on my couch and wallow in anything, right?
Yeah.
Jump in, do it.
And you did too.
Loved it.
You really took the jump, and everybody just loved having you there. You were wonderful and had great insight for others. And again, just great to witness your transformations and how you articulate the language around it. That for me has been exciting, like mesmerizing sometimes when I get to decipher things that you're deciphering.
Yeah.
And good job.
Love that. Thank you.
What can we kind of talk about with you today?
Yeah. So a couple things that are coming through, and I think they're going to tie together. I would love to have some conversation about, I'm looking for a spirit guide, an animal guide. I feel like I've transformed in so many ways and I've gone within. I have my higher self. I have been able to guide myself through some of these things over the last couple of years, but there's somebody knocking at the door, an animal spirit or something. And I'd love to be able to put a name or a face or something to that today.
Yeah.
And then if that involves connecting with my father who passed last Tuesday, I'd love to have him come in and share or connect a little with him if that's.
So last week he went.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yep. He had been on hospice since July 16th and he's walked the path too. I guess if I was to say, if I followed anybody's footsteps, it would be his. He might not have the grace and ease that I've been able to step into. He was a lot more gruff, but it was all or nothing, if there was, like, I learned that from him. So speak your mind, stay in your truth, and listen to yourself. Speak up. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I thought we were going to be talking to at least a few months ago.
Right. It's pretty fresh.
Wow.
So I'm not, I'd love to, I feel him around me, and it was coming. He knew, and I was able to visit with him and have some last conversations and things like that as he, for whatever he needed to say, have those. So I feel like the grieving process, it's very unique when you lose a parent. I've had grandparents, I've had best friends, students pass before, but to lose a parent, even with how our relationship was pretty rocky for a while, and we didn't always have the best conversations. We weren't always in contact with one another. So knowing who he was when he left, I was still learning, and there's still going to be some. I know that he's going to connect, and we're going to have a better relationship now that he's not on this earth. We're going to be able to have that freedom to be able to speak and share freely and build that relationship over time.
Well, he definitely wants to talk.
Okay.
And I love that you want to know your next spirit guide. What's your dad's name?
Glenn.
He always thought that was a odd name.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. In comparison to his siblings, it was a little different.
He's just agreeing with everything you're saying with that. And he's looking forward to conversations. Do you have a question for him? He's like, how does this work?
Like, how does this work? Yeah, I can see that. So I feel towards the end, there was some dementia. He had low oxygen levels. And so that was compromising some of the things that he was sharing with me. And I feel one of the things that I didn't get to ask, and maybe that he was trying to share, was trying to find the words to put it. So the question for him would be what he remembers of our relationship, that if that makes sense. Most of our relationship was in my younger years. He and my mother divorced when I was 17, and that was rocky. And then there was distance between the two of us. We made amends. I feel like we healed things, but I feel like there was still something he was wanting to tell me and to find comfort through. I can't think of the word that I want to use, but make amends of sorts. I still feel like there was something that he hadn't opened up fully about. Yeah. And if that was the way things were left when my parents divorced, he was a Vietnam veteran, and I felt a lot of his emotions when I was a child. A lot of my gifts came online through him. Yeah. As a child, seeing what he saw while he was in Vietnam and some of the things that he witnessed, the people that he impacted, either for the greater good or not, would come to me in dream state, in walking awake state on occasion when I was younger. And so there was that came back online when I reconnected with him. So I learned how to control that and keep that separate and allow him to receive the messages that he needed through me. Because I feel that's what they were trying to make amends through me
to him,
for him. Yes. So I'm not sure if that's, I don't know. That's a roundabout, lots of things, but
well, that's a pretty heavy weight to hold as a child at any age.
Right.
The messages of who's been impacted by him through war, especially on that.
Yeah.
And so I feel for you with that. That's a really, really heavy, confusing situation.
Right.
And sometimes not very safe too, because of whatever and whoever they were or whatever the situation was that took them can follow them a little bit. And he says that, well, one, he's really shocked at how well he can hear you and talk and see, right?
Mm.
And the second one was there was one of his army friends that was really close to him that came through and can't tell what he's saying. He doesn't know I don't think he remembers it fully, but it's like he knew that you knew he was there. And it seemed like you were saying or doing something that confirmed it big time for him. But at the same time, one, it was such a close person for him. Emotionally, he had to lock up. And two, he didn't know whether to be happy or sad or angry at you or whatever, because this was coming through to you,
right?
But not him. And like he had an argument with him with the one that came through. Like, why wouldn't I be able to? Why wouldn't you come to me and stuff like that? And he's realizing that his friend did try, and he couldn't. It was closed off, and so they recognized that the little one could do it, and so they. He keeps saying they used you,
right?
And many times he didn't know what to do with that because he was grateful, but at the same time he was angry, and not like he was angry that they were coming and burdening you. And it was almost like he just, how do I get away from this life I lived with freedom, and he just felt very confused and shameful that it was burdening even more past, and he just didn't know. Like he felt like he was like cursed with the lives of everything following him,
right?
Isolated, and to not be scared, he had to close off,
right? And I feel that in a lot of ways with the closed offness. That's a term.
I like making up words all the time too.
As he retreated and closed off even more, it became more powerful. There were many. It's like, no, you guys need to take a number. Like literally, like here's your number sign or your ticket.
Yeah,
take a number, and when I can, it'll happen. And my visits with him became very sporadic, and it was when there were stronger messages, because they did use me. They used me as a filtering system of what messages to be able to share with him. And as I sat with him and we had these conversations over the last however many years, 30 years, as I channeled the messages, I could tell in the way that I was sharing the words. I mean, it's when you channel, it's not, I can tell my demeanor. I either talk faster or I'm a little bit slower and softer, or like loud and aggressive. And I could tell in his body language and reaction. And there would be times that he would get super defensive, and I'd be like, okay, we're done. I'm stopping this conversation with you because I'm not taking this. It was really difficult to have to, like, in my human self.
Yeah.
And then knowing that these, maybe not even really realizing at the time 30 years ago that this is what's happening. It's just, this is what I need to speak to you. I can't bite my tongue. It's got to come out. And knowing that I upset him or I pissed him off, whatever it was, triggered him. And here we go with a flashback of sorts on his end.
Yeah.
And not knowing how to protect myself in both scenarios, both ways.
He said it would become literally like he could see that person.
Yeah.
And he could hear that person, and he knew, consciously it wasn't you, but at the same time it was you.
Right.
And so and he's sorry.
And I feel that. And I think that's what I really feel that's what he was trying to say there at the end, and being able to put words around that. And all I could just hug him and give him a kiss on the forehead and let it be, and assume that was the message that he was trying to share. All in the eyes, always. I could see, I was so connected with him, more so than my mother. It's being able to have that more of a telepathic conversation with him than anyone I've ever met.
He's impressed with you, and he deeply loves you. He kind of wishes he could do it over again.
Parts of it, Dad. Not all of it.
But he'd be almost afraid to put his weight of burden on you too.
Yeah.
Like, come to you for the teaching and information and guidance. And he's like, that's not fair really either.
Moving forward, that's the conversations that we get to have.
Yeah.
So I feel strongly that those are going to continue, that we get to move through those, and hearing that he recognized that was what was happening. I think I really needed that confirmation. The words spoken that they used me.
Yeah.
That it wasn't something that I really wanted, but I was that open conduit, ready to take everything in, yet didn't know how to manage and juggle all of that. So being 10, 12, 14 years old and having that experience, and then it was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot. And not knowing if he was going to, even in that time when I spoke to him, I don't know that in my teen years, I don't know when I spoke to him if it was really true Lynda that spoke to him, that it was more in these moments of channeling messages for him to support or to help with clearing. And
right, because back then you would have just really had a looking back onto it, not knowing in the moments of it.
Yeah. And back then it was really walking on eggshells with him. He was still working through a lot of the PTSD and self-medicating. It was a lot of really reactive moments depending on what messages came through.
Yeah. And he still feels like he didn't have a lot of control of himself, even though he was doing so much to control himself.
Massive amounts. And you see that in the twitch in the eye is coming. So I know that's major confirmations of everything. But it's weighed heavy on a part of my heart that I've been healing and working on taking that guard down, taking the barbed wire away and being able to see through it. But the barbed wire has been difficult to fully remove.
Yeah.
Nice little space around my heart with a little picket fence with barbed wire. So you can walk through the door if I allow you, but there's still the barbed wire fence up there. But definitely lead towards a better healing process and being able to remove that as I continue building a relationship with him.
He appreciates that a lot. And he appreciates your music.
Love that.
Yeah. So do you want to share a little bit about that?
So I don't share music with anybody. It's so for him to pick up on that. When I was younger, I loved the drumming, the beats, and playing music and singing. And so that would be something I would do in my bedroom when I was younger with the door closed. And I remember really irritating Mom, but Dad never had an issue with it. and I've never shared it with anybody else. I'm using drumming these days more for healing, but it does come out in making music and songs. So it's more creating the music than actually playing it, because I don't have specific instruments that I'm using. I have a flute that I play on occasion.
Yeah.
And the drumming. But it's a lot of creating a lot of creating I don't even know what to call it, the notes, like
the
rhythms.
and
But
the tones and all that.
Yeah. It comes out a lot. I co-create sound baths, and I do that a couple times a month. So it comes out a lot in that. And it comes out in light language a lot. Coming out more. Just sometimes we'll drop in depending on who I'm speaking with and what I'm doing. So switch over and start channeling light language, and that comes out in a lot of, I would call it music from the heart.
He loves it.
I love that.
You're very good at it, and there's stuff that starts to happen whenever you do it.
I love that. Thank you. I get to explore that some more.
Yeah. I would love to know more also about that with you.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably one of those that it's either all in or nothing at this point, because I don't feel like I've owned it. It's been something I've kept pretty close to my heart.
Kind of
really shared
a quiet talent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he recognized it.
Yeah. Called me out and he's like, you need to do more of it. All right. Message received. Got it.
It's big. It works very well in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I feel like whatever you think, maybe questioning what you're doing, he says there's a lot that's happening. It's good. Really good. Oh.
Yeah, I love that. It did come out a little bit when I was visiting him, and he was not in a coherent state. So it's beautiful.
Good.
He's hearing it. Yeah. Yep. All right. Damn it. We're diving in.
Jeez. Right on the show right now.
Thanks. Yes. So everybody can call me out on it later.
She's good.
Check in
with the music.
I've been very, given my 3 children the opportunity to play instruments. My youngest is self-taught, playing his guitar and is in a band and everything right now. But I've always been like, I don't play an instrument. I don't play music. I just have talented children.
Sure. Yep.
Okay. I'll move forward.
That's good.
It's on my to-do list.
I like it. Yeah, just share more with me when you start
I will.
playing with that. And then he says that there will be 2 more scares that come up in your life, but not to let them scare you. And he won't tell me what it is.
Yeah.
So if I say anything, it's just me trying to fish for something.
It's all right.
I'm trying to stop myself, because sometimes if you keep asking, they'll tell you.
Yeah. He'll share with me if the time is right. I trust that it'll change everything. And maybe that's not how it's meant to be.
Yeah, actually.
I trust that the experience
You're so smart. You're so smart, Lynda. Oh my gosh. You're so smart.
All experiences that come into our life
I hope you guys caught what she just said. It is so valuable. It's so valuable. Yeah. So that when I was working with like the tribes, the different tribes and stuff, they would call it a shaman's secret. And it'd be that you're uncovering the secrets that you're keeping from yourself, so that you don't know things too soon, because you could skew the whole process.
Right. I just want him to know that I love him and I appreciate everything that he's done for me. Absolutely. Every experience that I've had for him. I'm going to go back to the same thing. Like we learn from our mistakes, and it makes who we are. And without the ugly times, I wouldn't have the good times. Things wouldn't have fallen the way that they were meant to. And I'm very appreciative of those experiences that I had with him and through him.
That's really good. He's like, to me, that means sometimes the bad guys in my life are the ones that help me understand the good guys.
Yes. Yep. It definitely is. Yeah. As much as he loathed those bad guys, that's a fabulous lesson and a brilliant way to put it, because it is like for any of us, right? Like that, I think seeing a shift in him when he came to that realization that, he could have all these bad guys that have been in his life and deterring him from the things that he wanted.
Yeah.
But without those, diving in, doing the shit.
Yep.
Wouldn't have brought the good things in life. Connections with his daughters, with meeting my stepmom, and having those joys in life wouldn't have happened without those bad guys, quote unquote.
Yeah. Yeah.
It pushed him through that spot. It's perfect.
Thanks for bringing him in.
Yes.
And letting him have some space here.
Yeah.
He's doing really good. That's really good. I'm excited for you to develop get to know each other more. And so did you still want to talk to your spirit guide?
I would love to if we still have time for that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And you feel it's an animal?
It's what keeps coming through, but
yeah, it's like a beast of some sort.
Right. Okay. Not like a typical traditional, it's not like a cougar or like owl or a bird or anything. It's a mystical, big, but a very gentle presence. I don't know. Is that how you described me? I'm like, is it me? Is it just me?
Gosh.
That's not how you really.
My own guide?
Well, and that's what I was kind of saying at the beginning. Like,
through stuff.
But it's mystical. Yeah.
It's a beast and it feels masculine.
Okay.
And sometimes that doesn't always matter, but it does. And it is very powerful, but also a quiet power. But very powerful. Very powerful. And the only way I can describe it is he's dark, like a darker beast. And for me, but he's a little sensitive because dark has a bad rep. And sometimes you've been a little resistant to him because he appeared as a negative or a beast of a darkness or something like that. So a big message that comes for you is he can't come if you have a preconception of what it's supposed to be for you to be able to understand. Because you're dropping into a new space of you, and you won't understand a lot of it, and some of the references you used to have won't be the same. You got to kind of re-explore with courage, and it looks wolfish, like I'm just describing stuff, but beastish and big, dark, and I could feel the fur, and the fur is deep and soft. And fluffy. And I want to snuggle up in it.
And not always on all fours. Like when he goes on his hind legs up, just massive. And it has been, it catches me off guard. But I feel the love.
Yeah.
And I want to open up to it. But the wording, like learning new words, new ways to describe things in this current portion of my life has been interesting. And I know that, like, I feel deeply that he's going to take me to new depths. It's not like I feel like I've spent the time up in the ether, like up above.
Yeah.
I get to come down and really dive deep with him.
Yeah.
And not in a dark, shadow, scary way. We get to bring the love and light together and know that the harmony between the dark gets to come out with the light.
Yeah.
And share that in the next steps of my journey.
He's like the other part of your yin, yin, yang coming together for the balance of the new creations, which consist of both integrating and working together as a whole. And he can do damage. He is a protection. He is deep protection. And he does not want you to question his protection because he's good at it.
A significant part in one of those experiences my dad shared.
Oh, really?
I think so.
I would imagine.
I mean, not to that.
That's good.
Little precognition in my own way.
Yep.
So part of that.
Yeah, he's like a werewolf almost of the stories back in the day. Yeah. And he'll probably bring you some more truths to some of the old stories. And he says he'll reintroduce you to some old legends that you once knew.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. That's chills. Like kind of scary chills. Like am I really ready for this? I think I'm going to go play music first. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We'll do both. The music is the light, and then we have the
Why does she
news.
hum everywhere she goes?
I'll just bring my flute, and they'll all follow me. That's it.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Calm him down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Cool. A name. I don't have a name.
Okay. Most of mine have not shared names. They're not in the past. He may be different, but past guides, because it's not translated into English, they've never wanted me to give them an English name.
Yeah.
So just the energetic, vibrational feeling,
Yeah, I
knowing
think so.
who is there. Yeah.
I think so. Because he's just like, nope.
Yeah. That's how most of my.
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
That sounds good. We'll let her figure that part out. So before we close out,
Yes.
do you have a message for me?
Okay. The first thing that comes through.
Wait, hold on.
Are you ready? Breathe.
It's coming from
Yes.
Lynda.
Woo! Is that stop protecting that space in your heart that you've been guarding for so long. There's been things that you've been working towards that are connected to this little spot in your heart that you have like had extra protection around, extra sensitivity. And what's coming through is that it's safe to open that up and to allow the love to come through. So I don't know how that resonates for you. That's what came through.
Yay, more heart space work.
Yes. Allow it, all the love and light.
That's really good. I actually like that. I like hearing that. And I don't know what that will bring though.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Or for why it's right now.
I think a lot of it is the trusting that just keeps unfolding with Scott, actually, and giving him the opportunities to show up.
Yeah.
And I want to protect him from failing, but he's not failing. He's actually exceeding my expectations or what I even could think of. Right. And so it's almost like, whoa, surrender even more into that.
The surrendering of what once was, but there's still a little, like I can see like a little, it's like a little spot. Like I keep like in my hand, like it's just itsy bitsy little spot nice. That just deserves a little bit more light to it.
I will do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Give me a hug.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so very much.
I hope you got a lot out of this with Lynda. She's exceptional and I'm happy she made it on.
Thank you.